Yo, it's your boy WesTheTech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist growing your craft. Now, today we're going to go over how to add a song to Genius, all right? So if you're a recording artist who's looking into adding your song or the lyrics for your song to Genius, then this is the perfect video for you, because in this video I'm going to show you step by step on how to actually do that. All right, so first and foremost, when it comes to Genius, we all know Genius as, one of those main lyrics databases when it comes to music, and Genius has gained a lot of popularity over the years. They feature artists and all of these different things, so having your lyrics on Genius does help you as an artist, especially when it comes to credibility if you're an independent artist. So it's always a good idea to make sure that you add your lyrics to Genius so that it can help you when it comes to, your search engines and all of those different things when it comes to your music. All right. Now, when it comes to actually adding your music to Genius, there's no extra thing that you have to do, or there's no actually even amount of money that you have to pay to do this. It's actually very, very easy, and you could actually do it yourself. All right. All you have to actually do is create an account with Genius. All right. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to do it, but I'm going to do it from a web browser, from a computer, but you can in fact do this from a mobile phone as well. All right. But like I told you before, just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to do it through the desktop and walk you through it right now. All right. So the first thing you want to, of course, go ahead and do is, like I told you, you want to go ahead and create an account. All right. Once you create an account, you want to then go back to the home page of Genius, and it should look something like this. All right. Now, if you don't see your icon on the top right hand corner, you're not logged in and you haven't created an account yet. As long as you see your icon on the top right hand corner like this, you know that your account is ready to go. You're logged in and you could add the song. All right. Then what you want to do from that point, you literally just want to hit right here on the toolbar where it says add a song. All right. Once you actually go ahead and click on that, it's then going to bring up a form. All right. The form should look just like this. All right. Now, this is the form that you're actually going to be submitting to get your lyrics on Genius. All right. Now, before I continue, I must let you guys know that you cannot do this process until the song is actually released. All right. So you can't do this prior to the release of your song. You have to do this once the song is officially released. Once the song is released, you probably want to do this maybe a week or two, you know what I'm saying, after the release of the song. You want to just make sure you get it, and don't forget about it. Don't wait till like 8 months down the line to add it. Make sure you add it upon release of your music. All right. So just to jump into it, first thing you want to do is, of course, you want to put in your artist name. All right. You put it in exactly how it shows up on your streaming services. You got to type it in exactly how you see it. Then from that point, the next thing you want to do is actually enter in the title of the song. All right. Just put the title of the song. Do not add any features, any extra stuff. That stuff you're going to be able to add in later. All you want to do is actually add on the title of the song. All right. Once you go ahead and do that, the next thing is going to require you to pick is a genre. All right. Now, as you can see, there's not that many options for genres here. All right. For me, of course, I'm a hip hop artist, so rap, that was a very easy choice for me. But if you have difficulties figuring out which genre works for you, what Genius actually asks you to do is to just pick pop, and then later on you can pick a subgenre, and it actually says it right there if you're reading it. All right. So once you go ahead and actually pick your genre, then you're going to move on to the point that you actually go ahead and put in the lyrics to your music. All right. Now, for those of you who already distribute your music, and let's say you're distributing your music to DistroKid and you submitted your lyrics through DistroKid, so that your lyrics could be on your streaming platforms, you want to use the exact same lyrics that you use when you submitted to, Music Match or any of the other lyrics databases. Make sure you're using the same lyrics. All right. By the way, for those of you who don't know how to add your lyrics, if you do have DistroKid, you can click on the link above and I'll show you exactly how to do that through another video. You can definitely watch that. All right. But when you're entering your lyrics, you want to enter it exactly how you entered it in all the other places. You don't want different sets of lyrics out there. You want to have one set of lyrics across the board when it comes to your particular song. All right. But once you go ahead and you type in or copy and paste your lyrics into the section, what you then want to go ahead and do is go ahead and scroll down. Once you scroll down, then you're gonna get into this section right here, which is the metadata, the additional metadata section. All right, and as you can see, the first thing it says is features. So this is actually where you will be entering in the features. All right, now when it comes to the features, you want to go ahead and type in the name of the feature. If your feature has already created their own account or is already on Genius, all right, a drop down is going to come down and it's going to show you the artist. You just click on it. All right, then it'll link directly to that artist. If the artist that features with you isn't or hasn't created an account yet, then it'll just stay black. All right, and there won't be nothing to click on. But either way, you want to go ahead and enter it in. Then later on, when that feature artist does the Genius, they're going to be able to actually link their account to your account for this particular song, if you get what I'm saying. All right, so once you then go ahead and put in the feature, the next thing it's going to ask you to do is to put in the producer. All right, now the producer is the same concept with the feature. All right, so if the producer already created a database, you should already see their name. You click on their name. Once you start typing it in, you click on it, you're good to go. If you don't see it, just type in the full name of the producer, however the producer chooses, whether they have a pseudonym or they use their government name, whichever the case, you want to go ahead and enter that in. All right, then the third thing that you want to go ahead and put in, you're going to want to go ahead and put who is written by. So this is where you put all the government names, including your own name. All right, everyone who's the writers of the song, you want to go ahead and put in that section where it says enter in the writing credit. All right, from that point, if you scroll a little bit, you will see you could also include your SoundCloud link. All right, now this isn't mandatory. You don't have to have this. Me in particular, I don't have my music on SoundCloud, so I left it blank. All right, but if you do have your song on SoundCloud, you want to go ahead and put in the link there. And by the way, if you have your music on SoundCloud, you got to make sure you're adding your metadata to your SoundCloud, or else you're not going to get paid on your music on SoundCloud. That's one of the reasons I don't use SoundCloud. If you want to know how to make sure that your SoundCloud is ready to receive revenue or royalties through SoundCloud, you can click on the link above. In that video, I show you exactly how to make sure that your songs are ready to go on SoundCloud. That way you could actually get paid off of SoundCloud as well. All right, but as we move on, the next thing you're going to see is your YouTube link. So this is a great place that you can actually put in the link to your music video if you already have a music video for the song. All right, you can also put the song link if you have that on there as well, and you go ahead and put that on the link. All right, then the next thing you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and put in the release date on the right hand side right here. You want to go ahead and add in that release date. Like I told you before, the song should have already been released to even do this process. So you want to just go ahead and type in or pick the exact release date for the song right here. All right. Following that, you want to go ahead and add an album. Now, if this is a single that isn't part of an album yet, of course, you can skip it, all right? But let's say this is a single that you haven't released an album yet, but you know what that album is going to be. Let's say you know the name. In my case, you know, when I was making this submission for No Games, I already knew that it was going to be on my album titled The Journey. So I just went ahead and added that in. So I added in The Journey. That was the name of the album that it was going to be a part of. Even though the album isn't out yet, you could still, this is probably one of the only things that you can enter in, even though it's not out yet. All right, so go ahead and put in the album title if you have it. If you don't, it's okay to leave it blank. It's not going to be declined if you don't add it in. All right, once you go ahead and do that, then it's basically the last step. You want to go ahead and click the submit button. All right, now as soon as you click the submit button, it should bring you to a new page that looks just like this, you know, and this is basically letting you know this is how it's going to look when people search the song. All right. Now, of course, it has to be verified. At some point, you know, the staff of Genius will take a look. They'll verify it to make sure it's official and all of those things like that. But it will be up for the time being. All right. Now, the cool thing about it, once you get to this part right here, you could add even more things to it. You could edit more things. Like, for instance, you could add the cover art like I did for No Games right here. Right? If you keep scrolling, you could even add the cover art for the album that it's a part of, which I did the same here when it came to The Journey. All right. And my favorite part, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom and you actually did put your music video in there, the music video will actually show up on the page as well, which I thought was pretty cool, especially if somebody's looking up the lyrics and they don't even know that you have a video out for it. The video will show up right there. As you can see, it shows up for me. So this is really, really awesome to have, especially when it comes to, you know, getting more views for your music videos. All right. Now, of course, you know, you could also add your Apple Music link. There are a couple of additional things that you could add once you have submitted and you got to this page right here. But that's pretty much it. That's how you add it. All right. Now, it's going to say something like, once you add it, it's going to say something like, thank you, we needed the lyrics to this song, because they have a database of all the music that's out, right? But they're not the ones who's going to be doing the lyrics itself. A lot of times it's contributors who's coming in and entering it in, all right? So if you see that, you already know that you're good to go. Now, again, like I told you before, if your song isn't released yet, it probably is not even going to go through. The song has to be released first, and then you could go ahead and do this process. But that's pretty much it. It's really that simple. There's not much to it, so I'm not going to take much of your time. All right. If you have any additional questions in regards to this or anything else, or maybe any of the links that I showed you during this video, you could always reach out to me. Also, you can leave comments in the comment section below if you have any additional questions. All right. Now, if you want to know how to start your own music business and eventually leave your 9-to-5 job like I did, you want to definitely go ahead and grab my ebook. My ebook shows you the 13 steps to build your own, to start your own music business so that you can leave your 9-to-5 job and do music full time. That's what I did. Everything that I know is in that ebook right there. So make sure you grab that if you want to know how to do that. All right. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Peace.
Follow his place with accent bows like whoa, buddy, I'ma do my thing. Cream of the crop like creme brulee. Reppin' my God, man, I ain't changed, so I ain't trying to hear what you gon' say.